everybody, what is going on? Hushy's Aviation here. Today I'm going to be reviewing some of my thoughts on the GeminiJets 1/400 scale July releases and the 1/200 scale July releases. I can't speak today, I'm sorry. So I guess we'll start from the top here. I'm just gonna, basically what I'll say, kind of similar to what something that a YouTuber that I love called Aviation 18 does. It's where he kind of reviews his thoughts and if he'll buy the model or not. I guess I'll go ahead and get started. So the first one is an Aeroflot, which looks like this. I don't really have a use for this one. I'm kind of going off of my airport, which if you don't know, which you don't know because I haven't said it yet, my airport, which I just finished building about a month, not a month ago. Actually, no, about a month ago, but I've been on vacation, so I really haven't done anything with it. Is based in Dallas. It's like a third airport because Dallas has a ton, but it has DFW International, which is like the big one where all the international flights come into, and then Dallas Love Field, which is a smaller one that serves Southwest and not Virgin America, but Alaskan Airlines now because they merged. But, so yeah, I'm basing off a region. I won't have a use for this one because it's a Russian airline and my airport is nowhere near Russia. And I'm kind of basing it off the planes that fly into DFW, kind of. I'm going to try to keep the routes and stuff like that's very similar to DFW and the airlines that fly in. Aeroflot doesn't fly in and they would definitely not fly an A321 on. So I don't have a use for this one, but if you have a Russian or European airport, I could see this being useful for you guys. The next one is an Air Arabia. I think this was an A321. Let me look. A320-200 with the sharklets. I think that's what the S means. Again, don't have a use for this one. It's an Arabian airline. Like I said, where my airport's based, doesn't really have a purpose. But if you have in Middle Eastern-based airport, this would work for you. Okay, the next one is an Air Canada 777. I don't think it was an ER. Was it an ER? It was an ER. Okay. 777 and the new livery. I really hated the new livery. I just thought it was kind of like dumb and basic. The more and more I look at it, the more and more I like it. So, that's like a slight might get this one if I want to. I'm still kind of thinking it out, but I have my decision pretty much already made. I don't really have a use for this one either, again, even though I'm a North American airport. The flights from Air Canada that fly to Canada from Dallas are mostly 737s and, Air Canada Express and stuff like that. They wouldn't fly a 777 from, for example, Toronto to Dallas. So it wouldn't really make sense to have one of these. And, you really can't do, an international flight from the U.S. on an Air Canada. Well, you could if it was, a tri-route, but I don't know. I don't really have a use for this one, but this could definitely work for other people, especially if you have a North American-based airport or a European airport for that matter. Yeah, that's that one. So let's go into the next one. Okay, the next one is the Alaskan Airlines A320, I believe. Yeah, A320-200, which is all -200. This one I definitely have a use for. Will I get it right away? I don't think so. I'm not quite sure. We have to wait and see. But, being a US-based airport, this will definitely make sense to have. So they do fly into Love Field, but having one of these wouldn't really hurt. And it's an A320, yeah, 20. Those were from Virgin America, and it'd be pretty cool to have. It wouldn't really quite fit too well considering Dallas Love Field just flies those in, but I could have it if I wanted to, and this would definitely work for a lot of people. Okay, next is the British Airways A350-900. Yeah, it's the only one available right now, I think. I could get this one. British Airways only flies a 747 into Dallas, but it's British Airways, so this could definitely work for me, unless I were to get the 747 later on down the road. Like I said, I don't think I'd be getting this right away, just because of what I'm doing. Sorry, my phone buzzed. Just because of what's going on right now. But I could do this one if I wanted to. It's an A350. I already have an A350. It's a Delta A350. But multiple A350s isn't really a problem. I really like it. It looks great, and I always love the A350. The winglets look awesome on it. So yeah, that's that one, and this would definitely fit a lot of people. Actually, I'm not quite sure where this one flies. If the A350 for British Airways flies to a destination that wouldn't quite make sense, let's say British Airways from, I don't know, I'm not quite sure if they fly to Tokyo, but let's just use that for an example. If it flies to Tokyo, I probably wouldn't get it as that wouldn't make any sense. I'd rather go with the 747, but that's that. This could definitely work for a lot of people in European airports, specifically the UK. Okay, the next one is the A320 Neo in British Airways, again, don't have a use for this one, but a lot of people who have European-based airports would. This isn't new, by the way. Yeah, like I said, British Airways flies the 747 into Dallas, and it really wouldn't quite make sense to have an A320neo, because I don't think it can even fly that far. But you know what I mean. This would definitely work for a lot of people with European-based airports, and that's pretty much it. It looks pretty great, though. Gotta say, you can see a lot of the detail right there, and then on the top. They did a good job with this one. The next one is a China Southern 737 MAX and MAX-8, I think. I'm not gonna double check. I think it was a -8. But I don't really have a use for this one because I'm not an Asian-based Asian-based airport, or Chinese to be more specific. Again, if you have one based there, that would probably work for you. It's a great model. It looks great. They did a good job with this one. Just, 737 Maxes can't fly across the Pacific Ocean, and that I know of. But especially to Dallas, so I don't really have a use for it, but I bet a lot of people in that area would, like Australia probably. I'm sure they would fly to Australia, but I'm not 100% sure on any of that, but I'm just kind of speaking right now. I'm kind of tired. But yeah, this would work for people in that kind of region of the world. Okay, next is the Delta 757-200. This one I like a lot. They've been doing a good job on the new 757 molds, and I believe it has 2 Wi-Fi domes. I really can't see it, but I've heard rumors that there's one up here somewhere. I'm not quite sure though. Either way, this is one I'm definitely considering. It looks great. Yeah, and I really like it a lot. Not a whole lot to say. It would work for basically almost anyone in the US and Canada, I believe. I fly to Canada. This is basically basing it off of just region right now. I'm not basing off what the plane is, but this would work for basically almost anyone there, and maybe Europe. I'm not quite sure if they fly 757 to Europe. But, yeah, this would work for basically almost anyone, and I really like it. I'm considering it, and they look really good. Okay, next one is the Emirates A380. Now, had they released this one last month, I would have gotten it instead of the, I'll go into that in a second. I'm really happy, first off, that this isn't it's a plain A380. I mean, it's an Expo 2020, but, basically, they're almost all Expo 2020s now, and that's, a tiny little decal in, the corner of the plane. But, it doesn't have, the soccer players or anything ridiculous. It's just a normal A380, which I really like. But the bummer is I just ordered not an A380. I just ordered a Emirates 777-300-300ER, or it was 300, I can't remember. But, I just ordered it, a few days ago, and it's actually coming either today or tomorrow, if I remember correctly. And Dallas, hold on a second. Don't fly sorry about that. They don't fly a A380 into Dallas. Emirates, they fly a 777-200, I believe. So it really wouldn't make sense to have an A380 when they really don't fly an A380. I don't think they ever have. But I mean, this would be, like I've been saying this whole episode, I feel it would work for a lot of people. I think this is going to be a really popular one for this release, and all these choices are really great. But if I were to look at this at a more logistical level, is that a word? If I were to think of this more logically, that's what I meant to say, this wouldn't make sense considering they don't really fly an A380 into Dallas. They only fly the 777, which I've already ordered, which I should do an unboxing. That should be up soon, because it's actually coming today as I'm recording this, which is Thursday, July 19th, 2018, because, yeah, that makes sense. Anyways, I wouldn't have a use for this one, but this would definitely work for a lot of people. Okay, the next one, and this is the one I'm getting, for sure, is the Icelandair 757-200 in the 80th anniversary, 80th anniversary or Years of Aviation livery, and it has the, I just came back from Iceland, 2 days ago, so, we didn't see this glacier, but what that is a glacier, and it's the Vadukul or something like that. I probably didn't say that right. It's an Icelandic glacier. It's the biggest one in the world. Sorry, what I was saying was it's the biggest one in the world, and I believe, or biggest one in Iceland. And it's for their 80th anniversary. And I have this one, actually, if you look on the channel, it's right behind me on my airport, even though it's a 1/200 scale, but I'm just on it. It's just there right now because I was using it earlier. But, I have this one in the 1/200 scale, which they released in May, but they're releasing this in a 1/400, which is why I really want this one, because they fly, so when the route from Reykjavik, capital of Iceland, to DFW, Dallas, opened up, they flew this exact plane, well, the real one, not this model, but to DFW, and they don't fly it now. Now it flies from like Halifax, I think, to Reykjavik, but don't quote me on that. Or Seattle, one of the two. So it would be really cool to have this one just because they've flown it into Dallas before. And they fly the 757, and it makes a lot of sense to get this one for Dallas, considering they only fly the 757 into Dallas. And you're probably thinking they only have 757s. Iceland Air operates 767s, I think -300s, and 757s. So yeah, this one makes a lot of sense, which is why I'm probably going to go for it. And I mean, so what? I already have the 1/200 scale. Yeah, this one makes a lot more sense to have on an airport. Anyways, like I've been saying before, maybe this would work for a lot of North American and European, actually pretty much all of them, European-based model airports. And actually not all of them, because Iceland Air doesn't really fly to all North American locations, neither Europe. But anyways, this would work for a lot of people, like I've been saying before, and I really like this one a lot. They did a really good job on the new 757 mold, which I was saying, and the detail, obviously. Anyways, on to the next one. Okay, this is like I've never seen this airline before. I've never even heard of it. It's called June. It's a French airline. I think maybe a budget. I'm not quite sure. I'll do more research and I'll put a little text thing letting you guys know. But it's called June, if I'm saying that correctly, and it's based in France, and I don't have a use for this one, but I mean, a lot of European, specifically French-based airports probably would. Don't really have much to say on this one. It's pretty cool. I like how they have the normal A320 and Airbus winglet, not the sharkless. I like the sharkless. They look great, but I mean, it's always kind of cool to look at the old one, even though the sharkless are way more fuel efficient. Anyways, don't have a use for this one. I won't personally be buying it, but I'm sure a lot of people probably will end up buying it, especially for European-based airports. It looks pretty cool, though. I'm going to do more research on this airline because I've never heard it, though. Anyways, next model. Okay, the next model, and this is what I'm going to be considering for the future, is the Qantas A380-800. That's the only one they make. I like this one a lot because Dallas, they actually fly, they fly direct. That's a newer route. It's one of the longest in the world. Yeah, at one point in time it was the longest, but I think that was replaced. It probably was, considering how good air travel has gotten. It was once the longest flight from Sydney to Dallas. My dad actually flew that a few years ago. Anyways, they fly an A380 direct between the two cities. So this would make a lot of sense to have, considering where my airport is based. Will I buy right away? I don't know. It's a lot of money. These, for 1 to 400 scales, they have jumped a lot, considering that an Airbus A380 now is $64.95, and they've jumped in price because of their popularity, and same thing with the other A380. But yeah, and it's just, they've gotten wicked expensive. Will I go for it? Probably eventually. I don't really know, but it would make a lot of sense to have, and at one point in time, I'm pretty sure you guys will see that on the airport updates. Which I'll get into that at the end of this video. Anyways, next model. Next and final model for the 1 to 400 scales is the SkyTeam livery Vietnam Airways A350-900. I don't really know if I would have a use for this one. It's like it's like the weirdest distance between Ho Chi Minh City, I think that's the capital of Vietnam, and I think that's where they fly into. That would make sense. And Dallas, where I don't really think they don't fly into Dallas as of now. I don't know if an A350 probably can fly the length of knowing how far these things can fly. But I mean, will it make sense right away? I don't know. Will I probably buy this one right away or at all? I don't really know. Does this make sense for a lot of people to own? Yes. I think you're probably European. I would think European-based and Middle Eastern, so like Dubai-based airports or Australian. This would make a lot of sense to have. For me right away, I'm not quite sure. I need to do more research on how far and if this would make sense to have in an airport. Or my airport, more specifically. Anyways, now on to the 1 to 200 scale. So for the first 1 to 200 scale, we have the Aeromexico 737 MAX. Yeah, MAX. And this one, I mean, it's a 1 to 200. I don't collect 1 to 200. I mean, I already have one. But I mean, what I'm trying to say is I don't have a airport for 1 to 200 scale, as it's way too expensive to run. Or, get it updated frequently. As you can see from these prices, I would never pay this amount of money for an airplane. I mean, that one was a birthday present that I got before the Iceland Air in this livery, just as 1 to 200. That was a birthday present, but I wouldn't consistently buy planes that costed $100. But anyways, yeah, this would make sense if you have a 1 to 200 scale North American airport. I mean, it looks great. I don't really have a use for it because it's 1/200, but I think this will work for a lot of 1/200 scale airports. Okay, next model is the Delta, not 717 actually, I just read that, MT90. 1/200 scale again, this would work for a lot of people with 1/200 scale if you, not a lot of people do 1/200 scale, which is why I'm really kind of like, whatever about them. But it looks great. I know the 1/200s usually you can see a little bit more of the detail better, and it looks really good. Just like, they did a really good job on the engine intakes and front of the cockpit. It looks amazing. To be honest, it's just I wouldn't pay that amount of money for a model consistently. What I've been saying, but this would work. I think for like first collector's item, this would be really cool. And next one, and I have this one in the 1/400 scale, is the Delta A350-900. I have this one already in the 1/400 scale. So I mean, if I were to theoretically have a 1/200, or if this was a 1/400, I wouldn't get it because I already have it. It looks great, like I've been saying before. It looks actually really cool. I wouldn't really pay. I think it's like 150. Let me double check. Yeah, $152. I wouldn't pay that amount of money, but someone must. Someone probably will. Again, if you're into the 1/200. I'm pretty sure this is a great pick for you, considering if it makes sense to have. If you have I believe it flies to Shanghai. Actually, I know it does. Shanghai and Europe. I don't know about Europe, but this would make sense to have if you have a North American 1/200 scale airport. Next model. The next one is it's a military aircraft. Hold on, let me just double check to see what this is. Okay, it's a Boeing KC-135R Stratotanker. Oh, Stratotanker. Okay. It looks like it's a French military aircraft. It's 1/200 scale and I'm not a French-based airport. This would make sense to have. I guess you could say, it's like flying in and doing a team-up U.S. Air Force flight. I don't know. I don't have a use for this right now. I probably never will. And, it looks great. It's really cool to display, I would think. Anyways, next model. I really like this one. Granted, it's probably like 150, 127, my correction. It's a Boeing 767-300, maybe ER, let me double check, I don't think so. Yeah, no, it's just the, it's just the Boeing 737, or no, oh god. It's just the Boeing 767-300. In the Air Do, I believe this is like a, let's see, special livery. So, I don't really know what it is. It looks to be some sort of, I believe they're a Japanese airline. Actually, they are. Yeah, they are. So it probably has something to do with Japan, I already guess. It looks really cool. I would buy this if it wasn't too expensive and it was in 1/400. But yeah, it looks great. I really like it. It's just I don't really have a use for it. Okay, the next one is the Pabita. I don't think I'm saying that right, but Pabita 737-800S, which I'm guessing means like the under winglet right there. It's a Russian airline. 1/200. I don't have a use for it, but I bet European airlines or European airports with better 1/200 scale, you could use this probably. It's really pretty cool. I like it a lot actually, but I just don't have a use for it. Next model. Yeah, the next one is the United 737 Max-9. I like this one a lot. If it came in what am I trying to say? If it came in 1/400 scale, I would probably get it, but it's not, which is a bummer. I'm sure we'll probably. Usually, what happens with GeminiJets models is, is they will release them in usually 1/400 scale first. So my guess is this is already a 1/400 scale. I just haven't looked hard enough, and then 1/200 scale or vice versa. So has it not been released yet? It'll probably be released in a future month. But yeah, that's a good thing about GeminiJets. So if if you like one that's not your right scale, let's say you only buy 1/200, I don't know why, that's just the first thing I could think of, then you can usually wait, because let's say you only buy 1/200 scale, and the one you want is 1/400 scale, you can usually wait about a month or so, and then they'll switch over. So let's say this is a 1/200 scale now, or let's see the different one. Let's say the A380, which would be insanely expensive 1/200 scale, but anyways, say the Emirates A380 is in 1/400, but you want it in 1/200. You can wait about a month, so the August release, and then get it then. So that's pretty cool, but GeminiJets anyways. Don't have use for this one because it's 1/200 scale, but European, not European. American airports, probably this would work out well for you guys. Yeah, this is a U.S. Air Force, the Boeing Posita, I think that's what it said. plane. Yeah, it looks a lot like a 737. I actually thought it was a 737 at first, but it's a. I don't really have use for this one. Like, I don't really have use for any of the 1-200 guys, so I'm gonna be saying that a lot. But it looks really cool actually. I like it a lot. It's just I don't really need it, and I would rather not spend. I'm guessing this is like $95 if I don't have to. Yeah, anyways, this looks really cool. I really like it, but I just don't really have the use for it right now. But who knows? I think this could work out for a lot of people though, and this would be awesome to display. Okay, the last and final aircraft, sorry, I'm getting really like tired right now, but is the Virgin Atlantic A340-600 in the, I don't really think it's a special livery, but it just says a big Virgin Atlantic thank you. I really like this one. Like, this one, like, one of my favorites. I really hope they release this one in a 1-400 later on, because I will definitely be picking this up if that's the case. Even though, yes, it doesn't fly into Dallas, Virgin Atlantic doesn't, but it would be really cool to have. Yeah, I really like this one. This would be pretty cool to buy. I don't know how much it is. Let's check. It's $144, so yeah, I wouldn't be buying it at 1-200 scale, but it looks awesome just the way it is right now, and I would definitely recommend buying this one in 1-400 if it comes out at 1-400, but if not, you know, if you have the money to spend, if you're interested, out of the 1-200s, I would recommend this one the most. Anyways, that's pretty much it, actually. That is it. But I guess I'll just go ahead and really quickly explain the Emirates one that I was talking about earlier that I purchased. I purchased the Emirates 737. It was an ER, right? Yeah, it was an ER. 737ER in the, oh my god, 777-300ER in the Expo 2020. There's the little thing right there. This should be coming later today, actually, or tomorrow. I don't know. The shipping tracking thing said it was coming today, but we never really know. It can be saying that, and it could come tomorrow, Saturday, whatever. But this is the one I'm getting. I already got. It should be coming soon. It's gonna add to the international section of my airport, and I should be doing. Okay, so I already shot an airport update, but it's so bad, and when I mean so bad, I mean it was just horrible. I did not want to do that day. But, I did it anyways. I'm probably not going to upload that one. I'm probably going to wait for this guy to come and then do a new one. What I'm trying to say here. So, yes, that's what's probably going to happen there. But, that's that. So, what I was trying to say earlier was Dallas doesn't fly the A380. They fly the 777-200, but this is a 300. I mean, there's a difference between those two, and then, there's a difference between the two, but not much, and, you know, doing a 300 versus a 200, that's no big deal. But, anyway, so yeah, this would make more sense to have, and I already ordered it, so it's a little too late for that. And, anyways, that pretty much wraps up this video. If you guys want to see more, like, my thoughts on the releases, I didn't do a June one. I probably really could have done a June one, but I was so late to that I was kind of like, let's just wait till July. So if you guys want to see more of these, just, you know, let me know. I'm probably going to continue them, because I like making these videos. They're quick and easy, and they're pretty fun to make. Yeah, oh, I have another announcement, so I'll just keep this up, because whatever, but, I officially started an Instagram page for the channel. It's called Hushies_Aviation. You can check them out there. There'll be a link to the Instagram website where you can look at there. Basically, I'm posting kind of what I'm up to. It's everything aviation related or related to the channel. So when I post a new video, if you're checking your feed and you see it, you'll know that I posted a new video. You have to do the bell icon, the notification button. But that one helps too. Basically, it helps you guys stay up to date with what's going on. If I'm posting something aviation related or, you know, new video, stuff like that, go check it out. There's a link to, like, the website, Instagram down below. And that's that. That's the pretty much big news for that, for this video. And actually, I'm thinking of, even though you haven't seen this video yet, or haven't seen the airport yet, I'm thinking of expanding it just a little bit more, but that's going to be later on. We'll pass so we do the first update. Anyways, I'm going to wrap it up here because I'm probably talking on way too much, and this is probably getting really boring for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You know, what's your favorite model? What do you guys think of? You know, what's your favorite? What's your least favorite? Stuff like that if you're interested. And that's pretty much it. Hope you guys have a good day, and see you guys in the next video.